Hello. In this session, what I'm going to do is walk you through how to attach a debugger to a Play 2.0 framework project in Eclipse. This is a very simple process, and importantly, this enables you to actually start to step into your code line by line. So the first thing we want to do is open up a terminal, either a console if you're on Linux or PowerShell if you're on Windows. CD into your project, and in this case I have a sample project I call Prototyper. It's basically where I put a bunch of junk code. So the first thing I want to do is I want to actually compile my code, so type play clean compile, and we'll have to wait for the compilation to finish. Okay, so compilation is finished. The next step we want to do is run play, but we want to type play debug run. This will do two things. You'll notice it's going to actually open up a socket at 9999, which is where we will attach the debugger, and then 9000, which is where we have the normal browser. So what we want to do, we have 9000 here open, and we want to come over here to Eclipse, and let's go ahead and insert a breakpoint. So we can actually select any line of code, press Control, Shift, and B. That'll insert a breakpoint. Then we want to select our project over here on the left-hand side, select Run, go to Debug Configurations, and then go ahead and double-click Remote Java Application on the left side. That'll open up or create a new debug configuration. All you need to do is change the port to 9999, select the Common tab, check Debug. This will add the debug configuration to your favorites. Click Apply and click Debug to start the debugger. And all we need to do is navigate to this simple controller in our browser and you'll see it run. So we click here. You'll notice our browser changes to waiting for localhost. But if we come over here into Play, you can see it's changed from the Java perspective into debug, and you notice we have the debugger sitting right here at an individual line. At this point you have obviously a bunch of options like F5 for step into, F6 for step over, F7 for step return, drop to frame, etc. So let's go ahead and do F7. So we'll just move down the line. Whoops, that is actually not what I wanted. And let me rerun that. There we go. So we're back here, and you can basically start to walk through your code. So you can see this page 1 is welcome. We have an ID. We have survey ID. You can see that if you want to change the values, you can certainly do so as well. So you can see how different values affect your code. And other than that, you can actually just start to explore the debugger yourself. And when you're done debugging, you can just go to Run and select Disconnect, go back to the Java perspective, and then in Play, you can Control D to close it. And next time you want to run the debugger, it's very simple. Just again, type play debug run. And now that we have our debug set up, what we can do is just right here we have debug as, and we can select Prototyper. And that'll automatically move us to our debugger. And again, we can go back to our main screen, click here, and you can see it's automatically bringing up our debug perspective. Right, very nice. And of course, if you mouse over values, you can see the values here. And that's it. Thank you.